Good morning, sis. Happy Saturday. So I woke up this morning, and like most of us do, if we're in our rebuilding process and we're trusting God or waiting for our breakthrough to come, we check the source that will give us the information to show us if it has arrived. So that's checking your bank account, that's checking the email, that's checking the text, whatever it is for you. So this morning I woke up and I checked the source of my information to let me know when is this coming through. I've been waiting forever. And I'm in the process of definitely rebuilding some areas of my life. God is teaching me to be a better steward of the things that he has given me. He's teaching me to be a better manager of his wealth. Because in order for me to have the capacity to hold the weight of what my destiny entails, I need to be prepared for that. So I'm going through my preparation, my training, my molding and making process. So the numbers are a matin for me right now. So I'm trusting and believing God to do what only He can do, is make 2 plus 1 equals 4. You know, you know those maths that we have where the math isn't math and the things aren't adding up, but somehow God just makes it work. So that's where I am. So I'm focusing on just being obedient, just doing what God is telling me to do, and not worry. Basically, I'm doing the things I'm telling you guys to do. We're on the same journey, we're in the same path. So I've been doing that, and I've really been faithful and obedient. I've been paying my tithes. Um, I make sure that is paid first before Peter and Paul, you know, or Comcast or Verizon or AT&T get their part of it. And make sure I give God his 10% because I believe that what I'm receiving is coming from God, not coming from my job. And once I give God his portion, he's going to breathe on it, he's going to bless it, he's going to give it back to me, and it's going to multiply. Just like Jesus um, blessed the bread and the fish, and he prayed over it, he thanked God for it, and he was able to feed a multitude of people with a lot left over. Same thing. What I have coming in, I give God what he asked for, which is just only 10%. Now the rest I have to be a good steward and a good manager of. But I give him his 10%. He breathes on it. He gives it back to me multiplied. So that's what I've been doing. It has not always been easy. So what I do, I just do it without thinking. Because if I think about it, I'm going to think myself out of it. So I've been doing that. And and God's been showing up. So this morning, grabbed my phone, went to the app to show me if my resource came in. And I've been looking at this app every day, every morning. That's my routine. I go and I was like, oh Lord, this morning before I even looked at it, I was like, God, you know, due dates are coming due soon. It's getting really uncomfortably tight. But I said, nevertheless, God, I trust you. You have never failed me. I have never seen the righteous forsaken or their seed begging bread. You have showed up so many times in my past. So I just got kind of still and just reflect and meditate in the goodness of the Lord. And then I looked on the app. When I looked on the app, it was tripled more than what I was expecting. I don't know how them numbers came, but I'm thankful that those numbers came. It was so, because even when I was looking for it each day on the app, still wasn't enough to do what I needed to do. But this morning, I when I looked and I saw the numbers were 3, 4, 5 times more than what I was expecting. You think I would just jump up, scream, and start thanking God, but I was in so much awe and kind of like embarrassment too, because God was working things out behind the scenes the whole time. And here I am trying to stay calm, trying to find joy as I go through the desert into the promised land, like trying to do a lot of work. And I just had to stay still and just, tell God, thank you for being so faithful, but also realize that He's really in control of everything. Once we're obedient and do what He says to do, everything else He got you. So that's my testimony for this morning. I know it may be hard this season, but just keep on being faithful, being obedient to everything God tells you. And yesterday I have my cards. So I like affirmations and I like prayer points because it really helps me. Sometimes we don't know what we ought to pray for, and yes, I know the Holy Spirit is there to help us, but He also helps me by giving me points, and I write them down on my cards. And I have a deck full of these. I have different cards for different things. I have cards for acceleration and speed. I have cards for divine helpers. Like I have cards for whatever it is that I need to get through a particular season or process. God gives me a prayer point, and He's been giving me affirmations. So I had them written down. So yesterday when I woke up, I was just sitting at my desk, and the Holy Spirit just told me, I wrote down the times at 7:47 a.m. I was writing down an affirmation and a prayer, and then this came to me. He said, live your life like you already have the promise. I've heard that so many times. That's a part of manifestation. One of the steps where you visualize, you embody the version of yourself that you're working towards. But this was a really good reminder that I needed, because for me, consistency is a thing God is really working with me on now. Because I do the tools, the techniques, the principles that I know to do to get the results that I want to get. And once I get it, then I stop. So that's what God's working with me on. So this reminder was really on time. It's really what I needed. And again, it says, live your life like you already have the promise. What does that look like to you? So if the promise is, if the promise is you have your own business, a successful business or a successful relationship, or whatever the promise is for you, what will you be doing each day? What that version of you will show up as each day? How will you show up as a successful business owner? Would you get up early? Would you exercise? Would you eat healthy because you need to not feel lethargic so you can do your work? How would you show up in your life daily if you were already living in the promise? I know for me, when there's certain things I'm waiting for in my thought process, I'm like, yeah, when I get this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna act, I'm gonna behave. When my husband come, I'm gonna get up, make his breakfast, make the family their stuff from scratch. Why I gotta wait till he show up? Like, I could be doing that right now. I have like 3 whole human beings that I can be doing that for now. And once he shows up, it's just something I'm already doing. So live your life like you already have the promise. And I want to end with an affirmation because I can't see how long this video is. But the affirmation is basically the same affirmation I posted yesterday. And it says, today I will hear from God. God will speak to me. I know God will lead me. I know God will show me the way. Father, my mind is yours. Speak to me. That's my affirmation for today. I pray that you guys find peace in my words, find peace in my testimony. I know I didn't give too much details, but I pray that what was given to you, that you receive and you find peace in it. Arrow. So yeah, that's it. Have a blessed day. If you made it to the end of this video, awesome. My name is Kenise. I create content for Christian women who've recently left toxic relationships and marriages and seek to rebuild every area of life, spiritually, emotionally, and practically through biblical obedience and consistent habits. If this video resonates with you, like it, follow me for more, and share it with somebody who knows somebody that this will also help.